I don't want nobody to get killed. Seraph of the End. So remember a while back I did that first impression and I kind of never really followed up with the show, but now I'm all caught up. Well, I haven't watched today's episode, but I'm pretty much all caught up to the anime of Seraph of the End, and I got a lot to say, so this is like a thoughts, reaction, everything above, basically, where I'm going to be talking with spoilers and whatnot. So for starters, my opinion stands, episode 1 was the shit. Episode 1 was awesome. I love episode 1. Then about episode 2 through 6 or 7, I want to say, is a lot of build up and definitely gets to that generic point of kind of like how Blue Exorcist had like that amazing first episode and then shortly after went into the whole school setting and stuff like that. That's kind of what Seraph of the End did. And at first, for a long time, to be honest with you, even back when I read the manga, because originally I read the manga, then it got to that school shit, dropped it, checked out the anime, then I was like, I'm not going to the school shit. But one of my friends kept telling me, check it out, check it out, check it out, it gets better. So I trudged through those episodes, which granted, in retrospect now, it's good because it builds you a little bit more of an understanding of the world building that they have, the characters, you get to know them a little bit better, and it's overall better product for later on down the road. But I will say one thing, Seraph of the End, it's kind of weird because I will sit here and tell you right now, it definitely feels very generic with a lot of aspects. There's a lot of things like you've seen this before or done this before, but it's just one hell of a fucking ride. Like there is episodes where like last night, I'm not gonna lie, when I was watching this episode 10, the ending of it, and all of episode 11 and even the ending of episode 12, I was like, I want to do reaction videos for this. Fuck, I wish I was reviewing these episodes weekly because they're just insane. Like especially that ending of episode 10, which again, spoilers, when Mika and you were reunited. Like there's a lot of things about Seraph of the End that I'm really fucking digging. Like a lot of the mysteries that are involved, like who can you trust, and a lot of the dangers around. Like we have the demons, we have the vampires, we have the humans, and then we have the, what are they, the four saints of John or whatever the hell they're called, you know, that entity as well. And it's just fucking insane, like so many things that happen. And I think we can definitely say that you and Mika's relationship is like Naruto and Sasuke. It's pretty much the same, except I would go and say a lot of things that people say about Naruto and Sasuke, the whole like, oh, it's yaoi shit. This kind of takes a little step further. Granted, it's not necessarily yaoi, they're not kissing, and in actuality their relationship is indeed just like family and friendship. But sometimes I was questioning, I'm like, yo, when Mika picked up you and started running with him and you was like a defenseless princess or some shit, I was like, bro, you're taking it a little too far. But that aside, the bells and whistles for this one is through the roof. Like the art and animation looks pretty as fuck. It has awesome action and stuff like that. It has all the essentials around everything that make a really awesome anime. Honestly, I would say the only downfall of Seraph is sometimes the story does drag on, and sometimes it just kind of feels like, especially those first hand chunk of episodes or whatever, like 2 through 7 or something like that, the school setting. And overall, Seraph does feel a little bit generic, but that doesn't stop the fact that for some reason, it's just a really crazy and insane ride. Like between Mika and Yu's relationship, Gurren, like, do you trust this motherfucker? Shinoa, like, what's up with her? The whole stuff with the vampires, it's like just so many different things. And then the demons, it's like, what's going on? Who's the dude that is linking up with, I forget what his name, I'm terrible with names with this series, to be honest with you, but that one noble vampire, that there was somebody that was getting information from him, like, who's the traitor? I'm guessing that was Gurren, to be honest with you, but like, there's just so much insanity about this series that I'm fucking loving. Like, I wish I was reviewing it weekly for season 1 because there was just so many epic things. Now, granted, with season 2, so far it seems like a decent start or whatever. I might do reaction videos here or there, but I just gotta say, as far as Seraph of the End is, I'll tell you right now, again, you're not gonna get an amazing story or whatever. It's kind of some things you've already seen and done, and to be honest with you, the main character, Yu, isn't all that, but there's just something about it that is like, I gotta keep on watching. I'm really fucking enjoying it. I really wish they didn't change opening 1 and ending 1. Like, opening 1, I don't want no, but that was fucking insane, and then ending 2, come and break it down for me. Like, that was my shit. Why you change it? Studio Wit, what are you doing? But I just had to share my passion for this series right now because, like, it just has me going insane. And again, being realistic on a more critical standpoint, yeah, it's kind of generic. It's nothing special, but on an enjoyment aspect and just all the bells and whistles around it, art, animation, fight sequences, stuff like that, it's fucking hype. And honestly, like, the Yu and Mika relationship, again, it's a little tiny bit different from Naruto and Sasuke in a sense, because it's kind of more like if Sasuke had a really good reason as to why he wanted to save Naruto or whatever, and Naruto's trying to save Sasuke. So it's a little bit different, but definitely it takes some of that yaoi shit to the extreme, except it's not 100% yaoi or anything like that, but it really has those undertones. And I mean, Mika's character is one of my favorite things, to be honest with you, because it's kind of like the reasons that he has to hate himself, which is a vampire, but then also hate humans. I'm like, what is the reason to hate humans? I know why I hate vampires. I know to a certain extent we know a little bit that the humans are doing human experimentation, but it's like he doesn't trust them, and we don't have a clear vision exactly everything that he knows, and a lot of things were cruel as well. Like, I want to know more about Cruel, and there's just so many things about Seraph of the End. I really wish they would focus more on a lot of those big mysteries and less on, like, I think it's Kizuki, I forget his name, to do with the pink hair or whatever. Him, it's kind of beating a dead horse. Okay, he wants to save his sister, blah blah blah. Yoichi, it's kind of like, I mean, I guess the whole mystery of exactly why Gurren chose these people, I mean, we can assume that he chose you because he has a big connection to the Seraph of the End, but like this group in particular, I'm curious what Gurren has found about all of them, and like him deleting the history and the Hiragi family. There's just so much insanity that I would love for the series to focus more on, instead of kind of like some of the smaller things that it focuses on. But aside from that, like, honestly, I will tell you right now, if you're gonna check out Seraph of the End, I do recommend it. If you're like a fan, especially like Naruto and stuff like that, I do recommend it. However, it is kind of generic to a certain point, but there are some very highs. Like, the highs are really fucking high, and the lows sometimes can be a little bit low as well, especially like that first handful of episodes. So if you can get through some classroom Blue Exorcist type of shit, then you're in for a treat, because once they get to the city and start slaying vampires, that's when it goes down, and that's when I'm like, Seraph is fucking hype. So yeah, definitely not the greatest masterpiece in the world, but enjoyment wise is something like you might want to trudge through those episodes because you're in for a fucking treat. But let me know if you've seen Seraph of the End. What did you think of it? Are you caught up? What do you think about, you know, some of the relationships between Mika and you? Does it sometimes give you that yaoi undertone? Also, what do you think about, is it Gurren that is the guy that's getting the info and stuff like that? Why is Gurren doing all this? Is he actually the one not to be trusted? What do you think about the Hiragi family? Shinoa? What do you think about the Seraph of the End? What is Cruel's true intention? Why is it that she's so close to Mika? Like, so many different things. And if you haven't seen Seraph of the End, again, I recommend checking it out. It's not a great masterpiece of story, but it's something really fun, really cool. If you like vampires, if you like cool action, you like a little bit of that Naruto and Sasuke and some other cool shit and some interesting world building, you might want to give it a go. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.